seems like everyone has answers today, but that's not wisdom. And people are more confused than ever with all the spiritual advice that is online and offline. It's become epidemic. So what's happened is, are you going to listen to what's going to happen to you or what is said? Or are you going to trust your intuition? And of course, that's what I believe in. We have the answers. They're not out there. Okay, planets are great. I'm an astrologer. I've been doing it for 30 years. Okay, or more. Actually more. And I have found that I reach people. I want to get inside their head. I want to know what's going on and teach them, trust your intuition. Trust who you are. You don't need. Now, okay, you do need me. Oh my God. But my goal is always to help you and help you think. So with all this information we're getting, and everybody wants to know what's going to be happening. That's what astrology teaches you. So it says here, you're going to meet somebody wonderful. And maybe he's not so wonderful or she's not so wonderful. There's always that possibility, okay? And I think that we have to look at our lives from our point of view, who we are, how we feel, and what we are. Today, you go online, and there is so much out there on astrology. You can get your reading free. You can find out what's going to happen. And you can find out your forecast for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, forever. And so what good is that going to do you? Okay, is it going to change whether you go to work or whether you take care of your kids or whether you clean your house? And I mean, what if I said don't clean your house today because the stars say that? Oh, wow, that's great. I'd love that. Tell me not to clean my house today. Look, it says on there, Neptune says don't clean. No, I'm being facetious. Because I also believe in a lot of humor in life. Because if we don't laugh, we can't live. So, you know, there is so much out there, as I've said, whether it is with AI, and I love AI. I use it all the time. Find out, is this going? How many stores carry this or what? I mean, it's great. But when it does readings, I got to tell you, the planets are off. And the software, do you want to guide your life on what the software says? Okay, what about you? What about your family? What about the people you're around? It says you're going to break up with a good friend today. Okay, so you feel like it's going to happen, so you see the friend and you're going to break up? I don't think so. Okay, I don't. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking today. This is going to be a shorter video, but I think it's so important, you guys, okay? And go to an astrologer and be sure the astrologer uses an ephemeris because that's where the planets are accurate. And also, there's a lot of screaming and jumping and crying and dancing online. Listen, when I do videos, I have a humor in them, and I use this. I'm guilty, but I try to be realistic. Okay, you're going to meet somebody. The planets do look good. Venus is in the right place. You know, Mercury says yes. This one, and so what it is, let's take advantage of that positive attitude, and make things happen in our lives. Okay, and I'm not saying to stop watching astrology or that I have all the answers. I do not. But I will tell you that I am honest with my readers. I'm the reader. They're the readie, so to speak. I want to help people. You know, I love making money. I do. I have a very good business and I love it. I get to save up money for our old age, which is sort of here. And I also love it. I like to buy extra things for myself, and I like to fix the house up a little bit. We love to eat well. You know, we don't go out a lot because where we live, there restaurants aren't that good. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you that. I have money to play. My favorite things to do is to paint. You can see back here. I do sell my paintings. On occasion, but I've always an artist, and the internet has been so good for business for everybody. And I love the internet. I love what you can learn. But what's happening is so overcrowded with so much information and too much. So what are you supposed to do? Stop living and going? Tarot cards are great. I like oracle cards because I feel that oracle cards are with the spirit and with good, and they don't tell you exactly what's going to happen because nothing exactly is going to happen. We don't know if it's going to rain today or the fire is going to happen and burn our house down. And I don't mean to be pessimistic because those things probably are not going to happen. So anyway, I want to know that there is more coaching and more advice given out now and more confused people than there ever has been. And also, we know that social media is about certainty, but life is not about certainty. I think that like the internet's great if you want to find a job, there's things, but you don't want to go on there and have your life planned for you. So, I mean, for example, when I do a reading for somebody, I say, what's on your mind? What's your problem? I offer solutions. I ask questions. I offer solutions. Not solve. I can't solve your problems. Nobody can. And I'm listening to people screaming. And also there are things that have hurt astrologers' business. And one of them is there are a million astrologers out there now calling them astrology. They got a software program, they learned astrology, and they're going to make a fortune, they think. It doesn't work like that because you've got to give. You've got to be real. You can't, okay, if I tell you you're going to win $1 million tomorrow, it shows it, and you're all excited, and you don't win, you lose $1 million? Well, I'm in trouble. And one of them I saw, it said that someone's going to come back in your life on a certain day. Well, I don't know. You're going to meet somebody at 4 o'clock on Thursday. Probably not going to happen, but it's going to happen to somebody out there. So they're going to think the astrologer is brilliant. Okay, so you see where I'm going with this, guy. I'm not saying don't trust your, the tarot card readers. Don't trust astrologers. Don't trust psychics. Psychics are great. I will tell you. I went to a psychic, not for me. I was in New York. I got to tell you this story. And it says, you're going to get married next year. This is second husband. And I said, well, really? Going to be very tall. And he wears glasses. He's in real estate. He's very musical. And he has long legs and gray hair. Okay. I forgot about it. I went out on a blind date about 2 months later. I didn't even think about it. There was a guy with the glasses and the gray hair and the real estate. And he also told me he liked to play. He played the piano and he played in a band once. I thought, oh my God. And then he told me he had long legs. And I thought, oh God, I have to marry him. I just remembered the whole thing. I got to marry this guy because he's got long legs. And I did. And we've been married over 30 years and very happy. So I do believe in psychics. I believe in all of it. I believe that you should seek it. It makes your spirit good. It helps you reach your intuition. But I want you to remember something. You are in charge of your life. And you are the one, I think, and I do feel that we're all getting too much information. Way too much. We don't need all this information coming at us. Okay, I do this alone. I call it my mini podcast. I hope you'll watch it. I hope you'll share it. Because this is what life's about. I want you to be happy. I want your life to be good. That's what I work towards. I want you to find solutions to problems you have. I want you to have the path to walk on. I don't care about, I'm not going to say I don't care about your money. Of course, I like to get paid. If I do it for free, you wouldn't respect me. I found that I've given paintings away or I've given readings away. We all have. And it's not the same. I know I do art right now. I said, I don't need to make some money. So I said, just pay for my supplies. So they feel like they have a part in it and they respect me for it. And this is the way that life is. And I know I'm going on and I'm rambling, but please, I want you to, of course, check out my videos. I want you to get readings from me. I do a written report. I do FaceTimes. I do videos. I want to reach you, but I want to reach you for the right reasons. I want to reach you because I want to make your life better. And so I hope you will, if you consult an astrologer, and also please don't be spending $2,500 for a reading. God, what are they going to tell you? What are they going to do to make your life better? And I always have bargain readings. I always have one bargain reading. The link's in my bio. You can find my website. I'm not going to give out all this information. You know who I am. And I want to thank you for being here today. Please listen to me. I beg of you. Get your life in order. It's simple. Sometimes you feel like you have 80 million problems and you just separate them. You write them down. I do keep lists. When I get on overload, I make a list. And I cross them off. Things work out. New ones come along, of course. But anyway, that's it for today. And I will be back. I come back on Mondays. Thank you guys. Always.